Have you ever thought about why, when disaster strikes, only some folks come out ahead and the rest end up suffering? Have you realized that even when a country goes through financial hardship, though everyone gets hit by it, just a few folks capitalize on it? What about this? Have you seen two employees at the same firm where one seems to be advancing, the other seems out of luck and gains nothing from his effort, even when he or she is dedicated to the job well? While some may say it's a matter of attitude, behind this is a principle that, if grasped, will transform one's entire existence. This is the mirror principle. Ever sense that life's tosses oddly echo your internal dialogue? You're not the only one. The mirror principle states our outside reality mirrors our inner landscape, our thoughts, convictions, and anticipations. In essence, what we witness externally is an echo of what's cooking internally. Now, before you write this off as fluffy nonsense, listen up. Recall that time you told yourself you couldn't nail that presentation only to falter when it mattered, or how that uncertainty in your creative skills mysteriously ended up in less than stellar work. Yep, that's the mirror principle for you. But hold on. Remember, when you surprisingly overcame a fear that seemed too great precisely, that's when things become intriguing. The mirror reflects the steady picture we form in our heads if you hold tight to old restrictive thoughts, even after an accomplishment. Guess what? You're likely to end up facing those same blocks again. The same holds for positive self-talk. Yelling, "I'm wealthy" at the cosmos, while secretly doubting your worth, won't suddenly fill your bank. The cosmos, clever as it stands, can discover your true convictions like a savvy hog. So how do we craft an artwork on the canvas of our reality? Forget the easy solutions and accept the fact we are the creators of our destinies. The mirror principle isn't about gimmicks. It's about mindfully molding our internal realm to show the life we wish for. Here's something promising. You're not starting with a blank canvas. Begin by recognizing your limiting thoughts, those sneaky whispers of self-doubt that keep you chained. Then switch them with uplifting assurances that align with your actual capacity. Bear in mind, consistency is crucial. Don't just draft a striking image. Once continue refreshing the canvas with optimistic thoughts and confidence. This principle is about recognizing the truth and using it to your favor. How can I make the most of this principle? Truth be told, it's quite a challenge to successfully sketch a positive self-portrait when you're not at ease with it, or when everyone else seems to think the opposite. It's a tough game of life to engage in, but the rewards are substantial because you achieve enduring success with practice. There are steps to follow to leverage this principle for our good. The first is deep comprehension of the mirror principle. You need to grasp how this principle operates to really gain from it. This is like farming. The grower aiming for an abundant yield and a satisfying return on his work realizes that a solid knowledge of soil season and crop characteristics is critical. You should seek a thorough understanding of this principle before you try to reap its benefits. While we've covered some ground, one of the crucial points about this principle is that the outcome or the effects of the picture you develop in your mind happens gradually. This truth is often brushed aside. It unfolds slowly. It takes time for the visions cast in your head to turn into reality, just like the seeds sown by the grower. It takes time before they emerge with visible growth. Something critical we mustn't overlook before we witness the sprout. With our eyes, the growth has already begun inside the seed. This revelation is astounding. As for the mirror principle, this implies that every word you utter, whether mindful or not, and every thought you firmly embrace affects your life, whether you see it or not. Additionally, this principle works such that the cosmos persistently offers us scenarios matching our thought content. What does this infer? Here it is. If you proclaim, "I can't stand math," two events transpire. One is your mind constantly scouts for math problems to solve, and second, the universe sends you more chances to bump into math challenges. Why does this happen? It's because of the underlying principle the universe operates on what occurs, then is you keep detesting math and without knowing it, keep voicing your hatred for it. The universe invariably echoes back to you what you feed into it in words and mindsets. This leads us to our next principle. Sketch the portrait and keep it bright. Your mind is like a wall open to artwork, like street murals, where artists can leave their mark via drawing, painting, or stenciling. The image you paint in your thoughts can be swiftly obscured by numerous influences in your surroundings. This includes remarks by others, how others around you fare, your own failed attempts, and most critical, what you believe about yourself. This is the reason the mirror principle seems so difficult to accept. Many who've tried to alter their lives by envisioning a fantastic version of themselves discern that it's harder than anticipated. One must constantly repaint the splendid image he envisions for himself in his mind to sustain it. There are 3 steps to embrace to help us achieve this. No. 1. Obtain a crisp vision of who you aspire to be. This part is crucial in order to create a powerful pull towards becoming who you aim to be. Holding on to your mental picture is tough, and for you to hold on to this vision steadily, you need to attain a precise and detailed vision of who you wish to transform into. This involves researching about the destiny you seek. For instance, if you aim to be wealthy by year's end, engage with those who are wealthy, inquire about their journey, what they felt when they made it, and ask questions that prepare you for the adventure. You could even research about them if meeting them is not possible. No, it's 2. Immerse yourself within the lifestyle you crave. This means making abstract contact with the person you're evolving into. It could entail hanging pictures on your wall, interacting with others, or crafting affirmations. As noted earlier, mental images can be easily obscured or erased by our surroundings. Our greatest edge is to forge an environment that consistently reminds us of who we are becoming. Now consider what choices you could make today that nudge you closer to your aspirations. This could mean downloading a particular song, going to a seminar, meeting with a mentor, buying some artwork, or changing how you dress. Whatever your decision, pursue it. No. 3. The power of spoken affirmations. Believe me when I say the world reacts to our voice. We must comprehend this. We also need to understand that our own words shape who we become over time. Words, especially ours, build our character as time passes. We must be cautious here. Every word from us carries weight. Sometimes we utter something positive, but then later say something negative. We have to realize the negative often echoes louder within us because we're frequently surrounded by doubt. Thus, the practice we need to adopt is exclusively positive speech. This may be challenging, yet it's incredibly worthwhile. A single uplifting word can benefit you greatly. A negative one drags you deeper into negativity. A deep grasp of the power of affirmations is key in the journey to become what we cherish. Now we've explored how to craft and maintain a vision. Let's look at the next step. Start with small, actionable steps towards your dreams. As we comprehend, the mirror principle responds to our convictions and beliefs. It also pairs with our actions and choices. It's inadequate to just harbor a thought. We must embark on actions that bring us closer to the existence we desire. Say, for example, you wish to be a millionaire. If you perform all actions mentioned, gain clear insight into becoming a millionaire, make successful affirmations, yet don't seize opportunities in this direction, you're erring greatly. The principle doesn't function in that manner. Life proffers opportunities. Our choice is to either seize them or ignore them. Another case is someone who dreams of a happier, fuller family. He may have a concrete notion of what a joyful family resembles and the necessary steps for creating one. If his day-to-day choices don't align with the person he yearns to become, he becomes his own obstacle for real change to occur. The mirror principle asserts changes start in the mind, but are manifested through our actions, meaning our deeds breathe life into our beliefs. Yet one aspect we've left aside will lead us to our final step. Growth is sustained within the mind. We know that change starts in the mind and is given life by our deeds, but to keep changing and to become everything we wish for, we must not lose sight of repainting the idea of who we seek to become in our minds. We must stay attentive to our thoughts, continually striving for a deeper and clearer understanding of the existence we adore. Our thoughts are the bullseye for our surroundings. Although we can't control all that happens around us, we can decide who we wish to become. This includes focusing on our thoughts and heavily investing in visualizing the right scenario in our heads. Someone once mentioned, the mind is where we fight our greatest battles. Grasping these concepts and valuing them puts us in a prime position to make lasting alterations in our lives and become what we truly aspire to be, just like the law of gravity, which we all navigate to optimize our time on this planet. Similarly, the mirror principle needs our understanding, appreciation, and application when you start applying the mirror principle in your life. You may face challenges and hurdles, but it's crucial to remember each stumbling block is a chance to learn and evolve. Sometimes it's easy to think of quitting when faced with setbacks, but we ought to stay focused on the ultimate goal if we're to maximize our existence. Don't forget, you're always moving forward, even when it doesn't seem like it. So maintain positive thoughts, keep your actions in line with your aspirations, and let the mirror principle work to your advantage.